Good afternoon on this Taco Tuesday. Give a quick update for this afternoon. This morning I talked about how the stocks were going down, and I wanted to find out a reason why. And when I went to see NBC, I didn't stay on it long enough to find out a reason why. If I would have stayed on there just a little while longer, they would explain that um, the the chair of the Federal Reserve was meeting with the Senate today. So it was a lot of senators throwing him some economic questions concerning the state of the nation. And of course, we spoke on this last week. Whenever the chair of the Fed starts to speak, investors get scared and they start selling out real big. So once they started selling out real big, um, looks like the stocks begin to tank. The Dow right now is down 33 points, and it looks like that is considered a success. And the reason why is because this morning it was down a lot more. As if you look at my watch list this morning, I say about 95% of my watch list was in the red. And if you look at it now, I say it's about 60-40. Some is in the red, some is in the green. I say 60's in the green and 40's in the red. And because on my watch list, it's a mixture of those that are in the S&P 500 and those that are in the Dow. So, look like everything that's in the S&P 500 started to recover. You look at yeah, it just said hold on, just said S&P 500 actually rose what 2% since this morning, and as soon as they were finished talking around noon, that's when all these companies stocks started going back up. Actually, says not it's not 2%, it's 0.2%, and the Nasdaq is just up 0.8%. So all the companies that are in the Nasdaq and in the S&P 500, those are the companies that have started to rise above, and now they're showing green. Like these tech companies I was talking about this morning, you got AMD, you got Slack, you got Micron, and then one of my favorite stocks to do options trading in, that would be Starbucks. So I'm currently at 240, still a third down. My plan hasn't changed. Uh, I basically have 10 more days in buying and selling to gain some capital to buy some more stock. So I'm gonna still mess with Starbucks since Starbucks is pretty much opening all over the world now, even though they're just like the rest of us, we're restricted to do certain things while we're out in public. But those that are rocking with the drive-through at least and the carry-out, they're starting to get that together. I know a few states are starting to open up to where they could at least come in and dine in, but they won't be able to sit tight knit together like you normally would at a normal Starbucks. So I'm gonna keep rocking with them on the call side of the game when it comes to the options trading. Whenever it comes to economic news concerning our public health, stocks are always going to go down. Uh, I'm gonna set my alarm on Yahoo Finance for whenever there's a any type of meeting or any type of news update concerning the chair of the Federal Reserve. Whenever he speaks, or whenever Dr. Fauci speaks, or uh, or whenever there's a surprise um, talk from the president, or in my case would be the governor. The governor does an update every day around 2 o'clock. But if the president does an update between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., it's going to affect the stock market. So I'm gonna set an alert bell on Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance, one thing I like about using their tool is you could set up, especially if you have their app on your phone, you could set up bells on specific stocks that you're watching, to where if they hit a low point that you want it to hit, or a high point that you want it to hit, it give you an option to set up an alert to let you know that, hey, this company you was looking at, it just hit this point, just to let you know, and it'll send you a message and then give you an option to delete it or not once that message goes off, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna set up the same type of alert system when it comes to those messages that we get during the day concerning economic and health data. So stocks in holding pattern after weak economic data, mixed earnings, and this was the meeting that we're talking about with the Fed chair and the senators that met via virtual meet on CNBC. So investors show a little faith in bear market rally. Bear market was this morning when the stocks was going down. So if you were investing this morning, or if you were buying this morning, remember I said, if you look at the company's 52-week high and you subtract it by 30%, if that any company you was looking at, if any company you were looking at hit that 30% subtraction mark today while stocks were going down, it was a good time to buy today. You said that Yahoo, where can you do that? Set a notification. So specifically on the app, I have the app Yahoo Finance, and on Yahoo Finance, they have on the app, there's a little bell at the bottom. You probably can't see it, but there's a little bell at the bottom on the left hand side right there. When you hit that bell, activity shows up, and at the top where it says activity, you can hit alerts, and once you hit alerts, then you can set what you want alerts for. So I have alerts for the petroleum companies that I'm investing in, and I also have alerts in Starbucks, of course, anything that I have any play in. But then I could set it up and just hit economic alert, economic data alert. So anytime the Federal Reserve is about to speak, it'll just send me a message like this meeting is about to start right now. I know it's probably on this site. Let me see if I can find it. I haven't found it on the Yahoo Finance page because it's a lot going on the page. But I know I could set it on the app. So the reason why the stocks did go down, grim warning from Powell, and the Feds push rates on home loans to new low. one thing that I found interesting is at the same time the feds are helping us out with the economics and lowering rates, forcing banks to lower rates. The same time, the Federal Reserve, is also doing something that they haven't done before in history, as I know, and that is they're actually buying up ETFs. So it's like they're planning on making that money back without the help of the people from the nation. So by investing themselves. So I thought that was kind of weird. Almost kind of it almost make you want to follow what they're doing to make sure that um, if they're successful in investing in these ETFs, why don't I just invest in those same ETFs so stocks can go up? So and I know one of those is the S&P 500, Dow, and the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq is up 81 points. S&P 500 is up 10 points. So I was just gonna hop on here just to give an update on why the stock market was going down this morning. Looked like it's recovering. I'm gonna go aggressive again. I checked my how many day trades I have. Went to my account, went down to the bottom, and all my day trades are gone right here. And this MU that I did last week, it actually doesn't free up until next week. I mean, it doesn't free up until tomorrow from a trade that I did last week. So it frees up tomorrow. So I'm gonna do a swing trade today to go overnight to sell in the morning. Right now my Starbucks is at $76.94. I think it's gonna go up to at least $78 per share by tomorrow. So I am gonna buy a call saying just that. And after I buy that call, I'm gonna sell it in the morning, and then I'm gonna do another day trade tomorrow to get the gains up so we can buy some more stock. So thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna see you guys in the morning. Be safe. Love somebody that you care about for